I didn't go looking for it. That's the part that still bothers me because everything I saw happened on a normal night. No abandoned roads, no haunted places, just a security camera mounted outside my uncle's house in Fresno. He only installed it because of break-ins in the area, nothing unusual. Until that footage. He showed it to me like it was a joke, said, "Tell me what you think this is." At first, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The camera showed the front yard, still, quiet, empty. Then something entered the frame from the left side, white, tall but not tall in the way a person is tall. It didn't have a body, not really, just legs. Long, thin legs connected to something that looked like fabric hanging down. No arms, no face, no features at all. And the way it moved, that's what stayed with me. It didn't walk. It stepped, slow, deliberate, almost gentle, like it didn't weigh anything, like it didn't belong to gravity the way everything else does. I leaned closer to the screen, trying to make sense of it, trying to find a trick, a shadow, anything that would explain it. "There's more," my uncle said. I didn't respond because I was already watching it cross the yard, completely silent, no reaction from anything around it, no wind, no movement, nothing. It reached the middle of the frame and then it stopped. Not because something blocked it, not because it hesitated. It just stopped, and for the first time, I felt something wasn't right because it didn't look lost. It looked like it knew exactly where it was. And then it did something that made my chest tighten. It turned, not like a person turns, not like something with a body. The entire shape shifted as if it didn't have a front or a back at all, and suddenly it was facing the camera, not looking, but aware. I told him to replay it. He did. Same footage, same movement, same impossible steps. Nothing changed, which made it worse, because it meant this wasn't a glitch. "When did this happen?" I asked. "Last night," he said. I nodded slowly, trying to act normal, trying to convince myself it was something explainable, a trick of light, someone messing around, anything but what it looked like. Then he said something that made my stomach drop. I didn't delete it. I frowned. Why would you? He didn't answer immediately, just looked at the screen, then said quietly, "Because it came back." I didn't speak. He pulled up another clip, same camera, same angle, different night. The yard was empty again, still, quiet. Then it entered the frame. Same direction, same slow steps, same white shape. My chest tightened because this time I wasn't trying to understand what it was. I was trying to understand why it returned. It moved across the yard again, identical path, identical motion, step, pause, like it was following something invisible, something only it could see. I leaned closer to the screen. Something felt off this time, not the movement, not the shape, the timing. It reached the center of the yard again, same exact spot as before, and just like the first night, it stopped. My heart started beating faster. "Watch carefully," my uncle said. I didn't take my eyes off the screen because now I knew something was about to happen. The shape didn't move for a few seconds, just stood there, still. Then slowly, very slowly, it lifted one leg, higher than before, higher than anything natural, and for the first time, its movement didn't feel gentle anymore. It felt intentional. like it wasn't just passing through, like it was marking something. And then it took a step forward, but this time it didn't follow the same path. It stepped closer to the camera. I leaned in without realizing it because that one step broke everything. It wasn't repeating anymore. The first night it crossed the yard, second night it came closer. This wasn't random, that was change. Pause it, I said quickly. My uncle froze the frame. The shape stood there, mid-step, closer than before. Still no face, no arms, still no features. But the distance was different, too different. Play it, I said. The footage continued. It completed the step. Slow, smooth, no sound. And then it stopped again. Closer now, too close to be ignored. I felt something in my chest tighten because now it didn't feel like we were watching it. It felt like it was approaching us. Another movement. It lifted the other leg higher, slower, almost careful, like it was adjusting itself. And then it stepped again, closer to the camera. The image didn't distort, didn't glitch. It stayed perfectly clear, which made it worse. Because this wasn't a camera error. This was happening exactly as it looked. Why would it come closer? I whispered. My uncle didn't answer because there wasn't an answer. The shape reached a point just a few feet from the camera, closer than anything had any right to be. Then it stopped. Again, the stillness this time felt different, not neutral, focused. Like it had reached something or found something. Then it shifted, not turning, not stepping, shifting, like the entire shape bent slightly forward toward the camera. And for the first time I felt something I couldn't explain. Not fear, recognition. Because in that moment I stopped wondering what it was and started wondering why it was coming closer. Zoom in, I said. My voice didn't sound like mine anymore. My uncle hesitated, then zoomed the footage. The image got grainy, edges blurred slightly, but the shape stayed clear, too clear, closer now. It looked even worse, not because of what it had, but because of what it didn't. No joints, no structure, no visible way for it to move the way it was moving. And yet it did. Something smooth, effortless, like it wasn't built the way anything else is. Pause it again, I said. He did. We stared at it, right there, just a few feet from the camera. Still, too still. Then my uncle said something that made everything worse. This isn't the part that bothered me. I looked at him. What do you mean? He didn't answer. He just rewound the clip a few seconds, then played it again. The shape stood still, just like before. Then it shifted forward slightly, and that's when I saw it. Something the camera almost didn't catch, something behind it. A second shape, fainter, smaller, following the same path. Step, pause, step. I felt my chest tighten instantly. Because it hadn't been alone. Not the first night, not the second night. We just didn't see it. Go back, I said quickly. He rewound again, paused at the exact moment. There it was, behind the first one, barely visible. Same form, same movement, just smaller. And then something hit me, hard. If there were two, and one of them had already changed its path, then this wasn't random. This was progression. And whatever this was, it wasn't just passing through Fresno. It was coming back and getting closer each time. Show me the next night, I said. My uncle didn't move. There isn't one, he said quietly. I frowned. What do you mean? He looked at the screen, then at me. I turned the camera off. For a second, I didn't understand why. He didn't answer right away. Then he said something that made my chest tighten because it didn't need the camera anymore. The room went silent. I stared at him, waiting for him to explain. He didn't. Instead, he stood up, walked to the window, and pulled the curtain aside slightly. "Look," he said. I didn't want to, but I did. The yard outside looks normal, dark, quiet, still, nothing moving, nothing there. I almost said something. Then I saw it. A shape, not in the middle of the yard, closer, near the edge of the house, wide, standing still, not walking this time, just there. My breath caught instantly. "Do you see it?" he asked. I nodded slowly because now there was no screen, no footage, no distance. This wasn't something recorded anymore. This was outside, right now, and it wasn't crossing the yard. It had already finished doing that. Now, it had reached the house. I didn't move away from the glass. I should have, but I didn't. The shape stood near the side of the house in Fresno, closer than anything I'd seen on the footage, closer than it was supposed to be, and it wasn't walking now, just standing. Completely still, like it had finished something. My uncle slowly lowered the curtain halfway, not enough to block it, just enough to feel like we were hiding. "Don't let it see you," he whispered. That didn't make sense, because it didn't have eyes, no face, no head, no features at all, and yet I felt it. That same awareness from the footage, only stronger now, like the space outside the window wasn't empty anymore, like something was there, and it knew exactly where we were standing. A few seconds passed, or maybe longer, I couldn't tell anymore. Then it moved, not stepping away, not turning, forward, straight toward the house. My chest tightened instantly. It didn't hesitate, didn't pause, just one smooth step, and it was right outside the window, closer than anything should be. The glass between us suddenly felt too thin, too weak. My uncle pulled me back slightly, but I didn't take my eyes off it, because now it wasn't just near us, it was at us. And then something happened that made everything worse. The shape tilted, not like a body, not like something bending. The entire form shifted sideways, as if it was trying to align itself with the window, with us. And for the first time since I saw it, I understood something clearly. It hadn't come to pass through the yard. It had come here. We stepped back from the window, slowly, carefully, like distance would help. It didn't, because the moment we moved, something inside the house changed. A faint sound, not outside, inside, near the front door. My uncle froze. So did I. We both heard it, a soft shift, like something had passed through space it shouldn't be able to enter. "That's not possible," he whispered. I didn't answer because I was already looking toward the hallway. The front door wasn't visible from where we stood, but the silence around it wasn't normal anymore. No footsteps, no movement, just presence. The kind you feel before something happens. "Stay here," my uncle said, but he didn't move either. Neither of us wanted to be on one to check. Then it happened. The handle. It didn't turn. It didn't rattle. It didn't make a sound at all, but the door opened, slowly, silently. I felt my chest tighten so hard it hurt, because doors don't open like that, not without sound, not without resistance. But this one did, like nothing was touching it, like something that had already figured out how it worked. The hallway darkened slightly, Not because the light changed, but because something was now standing in that space. I couldn't see it clearly from where I stood, but I didn't need to, because I already knew what it was. The same shape, the same impossible form, but now it wasn't outside anymore. It was inside the house in Fresno, and it had just crossed a line that it was never supposed to cross. I couldn't see it fully from where I stood, just the hallway, the darkness, slightly wrong now. My uncle whispered, "Don't go closer." I didn't plan to, because something about the way it entered didn't feel like movement. It hadn't walked through the door. There were no steps, no sound. It was just there. One moment the space was empty, the next it wasn't. I stared at the hallway, trying to focus, trying to force my eyes to adjust, and I saw it. Not clearly, not completely, but enough. Two long white shapes standing where the door should have been. No upper body, no head, just legs. Still, perfectly still. My chest tightened instantly because it wasn't moving like before. It wasn't crossing anything. It had already arrived. A few seconds passed, or maybe longer. Then something changed. The light in the hallway flickered just once, and in that single flicker it moved. Not forward, not sideways, closer. The distance between it and the living room reduced instantly. No steps, no transition, just closer. I felt my breath catch, because that wasn't movement, that was placement. Like it didn't need space to travel, like distance didn't apply to it the way it does to everything else. My uncle grabbed my arm. "Did you see that?" I nodded slowly, because now there was no doubt left. This wasn't something walking into the house. This was something that could be anywhere, as long as it decided to be there. The hallway flickered again, and this time it was even closer. I didn't move. I couldn't, because the distance was gone now. One more flicker of light, and it was there, at the edge of the living room, not across the house, not down the hallway, right in front of us. Two long white legs standing where nothing should be standing. No sound, no motion, just presence. My uncle's grip tightened on my arm. "Don't move," he whispered. I wasn't planning to, because something about it felt final, like it had reached the point it was trying to reach from the very beginning. The room felt smaller, heavier, like the air itself didn't want to move anymore. I tried to look higher to see if there was anything above it. There wasn't. No torso, no head, just empty space above two legs. Like the rest of it didn't exist in a way we could see. And somehow that made it worse, because it meant we weren't seeing all of it. Something shifted, not the legs, the space around them, like the air bent slightly. Then came the sound, soft, fabric, moving without wind. My chest tightened instantly, because that sound didn't come from the floor. It came from above, from where nothing was visible. I felt my uncle slowly step back. I followed, but the distance didn't change. It didn't get farther. It stayed exactly the same distance from us, no matter how far we moved. And that's when I realized something I couldn't ignore anymore. It wasn't standing in the room. The room was standing around it. We kept stepping back, slow, careful, like distance would fix something. It didn't, because no matter how far we moved, it stayed exactly where it was, right in front of us. Same distance, same position. My back hit the wall. I didn't even realize how far we had moved until there was nowhere left to go. My uncle stopped beside me. Neither of us spoke, because we both understood now. This wasn't about space anymore. This was about control. The thing in front of us didn't step closer, didn't shift, but the presence in the room changed. heavier, like something unseen was lurking in from above. That same faint fabric sound came again, closer now, and this time I felt it, not on my skin, inside the space around my head, like something was hovering just above me, where nothing should exist. My breathing became shallow because I couldn't tell where it ended anymore. The legs were the only part we could see, but the rest of it was somewhere else, somewhere we couldn't fully understand. My uncle whispered, "Don't look up." That alone made it worse because now I knew exactly what I wasn't supposed to do. The urge hit instantly, strong, to look above it, to see what was missing. I clenched my jaw, forced my eyes down, because something inside me was screaming one thing: if you see the rest of it, it won't leave. The light flickered again, and for a fraction of a second, I thought I saw something above the legs. Not a body, not a shape. Something stretched, too large to fit in the room. Then the light came back and it was gone. Only the legs remained. Still, perfectly still. But now I knew the truth. What were we seeing wasn't all of it. The silence didn't break, it changed. That's the only way I can explain it. One moment the room was heavy, then suddenly it felt distant, like something had stepped back without moving away. The legs in front of us were still there, still perfectly still, but the pressure in the room shifted toward the window, slowly, deliberately. My uncle noticed it too. His head turned slightly toward the glass. "No," he whispered. I followed his gaze. The window, the same one from before, the same yard outside Fresno. At first, nothing, just darkness, still yard. Then the light outside changed, not brighter, not darker, different, like something had stepped into the space between the street light and the house. And then I saw it, a shape outside again, tall, white, familiar, standing in the yard. But it wasn't the same one inside the house. I knew that instantly because the one inside hadn't moved, still standing in front of us, still wrong, still impossible. So this meant my stomach dropped. There were two again, one inside, one outside, and they weren't separate, they were connected. The one outside tilted slightly, not toward the house, toward the window, and in that same moment, the one inside shifted its presence in the exact same direction, not moving, responding, like they were the same thing, split across space. My breathing stopped for a second because this wasn't following anymore. This was coordination. My uncle grabbed my arm again, harder this time. "We need to leave," he said. But even as he said it, neither of us moved, because something inside already knew the truth. It didn't matter which direction we ran, inside or outside. It was already both, and it was already waiting. My uncle finally reached for the door. That was the first real movement we made in what felt like hours, but the moment his hand touched the handle, everything stopped. Not us, not the room, the idea of leaving. It just collapsed. The pressure in the air changed instantly. He froze, so did I. From the yard outside in Fresno, the shape was still there, watching, perfectly still. And inside the house, the other one hadn't moved either, still standing in front of us, too close, too present. Then something happened that made my stomach drop completely. The lights in the house flickered one final time, longer this time, and in that darkness between flickers, I saw them both, outside, inside, at the same time. But they weren't two, not really, because their movement didn't match, their presence didn't separate. It felt like one awareness split across two places, just to surround us completely. My uncle whispered, "This is impossible," but it wasn't, because it was happening right here, right now. The inside presence leaned slightly forward, not walking, not stepping, just closer in intention, and the outside one mirrored it instantly, perfectly. That's when I understood. The yard, the house, the distance between them, none of it mattered anymore. There was no inside or outside. There was only where it chose to appear. My uncle pulled me toward the hallway again, trying to move, trying anything, but the hallway felt the same, the door felt the same, everything felt repeated. Like no matter where we went, we were still standing in the same place. And then the last flicker happened, and in that single moment of darkness, I saw something I can't fully explain. The legs weren't just standing anymore. They were everywhere, not moving, not multiplying, just present in every direction at once. And when the light returned, there was only silence. No outside shape, no inside shape, just us, standing still, breathing, not sure if anything had ever left. And that's the worst part, because even now, I don't know if it ever did.